Austin Fowler's on the floor, the 6'6 sophomore. Freshman's on the floor for Case, Mike Byrne, 5'10 guard. And then three very familiar names, Reed Anderson, Tom Summers, and Eric Dewar.
Outside of the point guard, Ron, they go 6'6", 6'6", 6'8", and 6'8" for Case Western.
Tom Summers will tip it for Case. Spartans will move from left to right. And the opening tip is up, and Baldwin Wallace comes up with it. Promise Cabell from Elyria will bring it down for Baldwin Wallace. Cobble. He's going to work it left side to Payne. Top of the key, dribble drive in the lane. Shot up and good for Brandon Schmidt. Schmidt with the first 2 points of the game. Byrne working against Cobble. Byrne, the point guard for Case. Left side to Reed Anderson. Anderson on that left wing, top of the key to Tommy Summers, and Summers traveled with the basketball.
Just shifted that pivot foot from one to another, picked it up just enough to get some daylight underneath, and that whistled for the turnover.
So Promise Cobble will bring it up for Baldwin Wallace. Yellow Jackets with an early 2-0 lead. Cobble goes left wing to Payne. Schmidt to Payne. Payne with it left wing. Over to Schmidt. They swing it far right side. Now it's Payne again, top of the key. Back to Cobble. Cobble left-handed dribble in the lane. Very quick. Puts up a shot. Lays it up and in. Promise Cobble with his first two. It's 4-0. Baldwin Wallace. Byrne with the basketball for Case. Swings it left side to Reed Anderson. Anderson inside. Inside the door, banging inside, works it left side, shot off the glass, no, tip, follow, won't go, rebound, up and in for Austin Fowler. Fowler with his first two. Case comes out in a soft press, Cobble breaks it. Ball up the floor to Brandon Schmidt, and he'll control it for the Yellow Jackets. Case now drops into a 2-3 zone. Top of the key, it's Payne. Payne right side to Cobble. Cobble looks to the corner to Meter, keeps it, brings it back out to Payne. Payne ball above his head, works it left side. 10 seconds to shoot. Schmidt to Cobble. Cobble with it, works it left side to Meter, dribbles in, kicks it off to Payne, missed the shot. Summers comes down with a rebound, and he was fouled by Chris Amin.
They caught an elbow up near the face. Summers looks okay, but definitely got a high elbow on that rebound.
First foul for Chris Amin. Mike Byrne will bring it up for Case. Spartans down 2 early on, just 2 minutes gone in this nightcap of a doubleheader. Dewar inside, working against Amin. Dewar double teamed by Cobble low, and Cobble may pick up the foul. Let's see who they call it on. Foul's on Cobble. So that will be Promise Cobble's first.
And 2 quick ones on BW.
Inbounds play for Case under their own basket, 35 seconds to shoot. Byrne with it, top of the key. Right side to Reed Anderson in front of that Baldwin Wallace bench. Case working from left to right. Right block to Summers. Works it left-hand hook. Shot was blocked. Amin comes down with it. Schmidt quickly down the floor. Byrne, a nice defensive step to the passing lane for Case. Crossover dribble coming the other way. Byrne off to Reed Anderson, left wing. Reed fakes left, dribbles right in the lane. Soft shot, won't go. Ball's loose. Coming down with it for BW is Meter. Meter down the floor to Cobble. Cobble quickly down the floor, left-handed dribble, left of the lane. Forces up a shot, and he's called for a charge. Cobble will pick up his second quick foul. He led the league, Ohio Athletic Conference, a year ago in assists. He makes this team go, so Case can get him into foul trouble. That's good for them.
And I think he got called for the charge because he dropped his shoulder, Ron. Had he come more chest to chest, that probably would have been a block. But so instead, when he dropped that shoulder, they're going to pick up that all the time.
They'll check him out. Cobble will take a seat. Matt Triana will come in. He is a junior guard from Northeast Pennsylvania. So Triana is now into the basketball game for Baldwin Wallace. And he'll apply full court pressure defense on Byrne for Case. Case in the backcourt. Byrne crosses half court. Byrne with the basketball with Triana all over him. And the foul's going to be called on Triana with a hold. Seconds into the game, he picks up his first foul. Case will have it outside out. 4 team fouls already for Baldwin Wallace.
And 2 in a matter of about 20 seconds, Ron.
We're just 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this basketball game. Reed Anderson with it, top of the key. Anderson hands it off. Spinning with the basketball is Fowler. Puts up a shot, missed it. Dewar with the rebound. Brought the ball down. Ball got stolen. Ball's loose on the floor. And we've got a timeout called by Baldwin Wallace. Not sure how you can call a timeout. Didn't appear that anybody had possession. Obviously, they'll give the ball to the Yellow Jackets if they gave them a timeout. So a timeout on the floor. 17 minutes left to play opening half. Case down 4-2.
And struggling from the floor. 1 of 6 from the floor so far. Whereas BW is 2 for 3. The only 2 points for Case Western coming on the little putback by Austin Fowler early in the game. Schmidt and Cowell have the 4 points for the Yellow Jackets. Everything inside too, Ron. All 6 points have been scored in the paint tonight. Nothing from outside, not even a shot from outside here in the first 3 minutes.
So out of that timeout, checking back onto the floor for Case is the 5 original starters: Byrne, Anderson, Summers, Fowler, and Dewar. And out on the floor for Baldwin Wallace, it'll be Matt Triana. He'll bring the ball up along with Zane Meter, Payne, and Amin. Triana has it. Works it left side to Brandon Schmidt. Now Payne between the circles. Schmidt, left wing. Tom Summers stepped in front of him, and Tom's going to be called for a blocking foul. That'll be the first foul of the evening for Tom Summers. First team foul for Case. Triana will inbound it for Baldwin Wallace under their own basket. Gets it into Payne. They work it left corner back to Triana. And he's going to dribble out between the circles and set this offense. Triana and Schmidt playing catch on the left side in front of the Case bench. Right side to Payne. Plenty of time to shoot. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Schmidt has it. Right hand dribble to the foul line. Ball's loose. And coming up with it for Case is Austin Fowler. Fowler, the sophomore, off to the freshman Byrne. Now they go to the senior Reed Anderson. Anderson ball above his head. To the foul line to Dewar. Swings it left to Fowler. Fowler looking. Finds Byrne top of the key. Case down 2 early on. 16 minutes left to play opening half. 4 minutes gone in game 2 of a doubleheader tonight here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Case on the right block to Fowler. Fowler works left. Shot up good. Austin Fowler has all 4 points for Case. Game's tied at 4. Triana and Byrne reached in, and he's going to pick up a foul at midcourt. First foul for Mike Byrne. Checking in for Case will be Rob Scott off the bench, and Mike Byrne will take a seat. Rob Scott, a 6'4" sophomore guard out of Conestoga High School in Paoli, Pennsylvania. Baldwin Wallace with the basketball. Scott, tight pressure defense on Zane Meter. They work it inside to Payne. Payne with Dewar on him. Payne in the key. Payne turnaround shot. Dewar cut him off. And a travel on Payne. Good defense that time, Ed, by Eric Dewar.
Yeah, and using his body well. Didn't really go over the top. Didn't try to get around him with his arms. Just used his body to kind of shield off the bucket. And
Tom Summers will check out.
And with that, drew the turnover, drew the traveling.
Alex Hildebrandt will check in for Case. Hildebrandt, a 6'4" senior forward out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School. Rob Scott brings it up, gets it to Hildebrandt right of the lane. Kicks it back to Scott, left wing. Thought about a 3. Top of the key to Walsh. Over to Reed Anderson. Gets a pick from Walsh. Trying to roll off of it. Austin Fowler did. Fowler to Rob Scott. Scott pulls up from 15 feet. It's good. Rob Scott with 2. Case up 2, 6'4". 15 minutes left to play opening half.
Scott looks a little bigger in the shoulders this year than he did last year. Trying kind of filling out the upper body. Some off-season workouts.
Baldwin Wallace with the basketball. They work it in the key to Payne. Shot off the back of the rim won't go. Amin fights for the rebound. Ball's loose on the floor. Reed Anderson's down there. Still loose. And we've got a tie-up. And we've got a possession arrow going Case's way.
Anderson could have been called for the travel as he had set his foot initially and then dragged it along.
Checking in for Baldwin Wallace off of their bench will be Scott Branchick. Branchick is 6'3", sophomore forward out of Menor. Case will inbound it. Soft pressure in the backcourt by Baldwin Wallace. Rob Scott will bring it up against Matt Triana. Scott dribbles left, top of the key to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt right side. Austin Fowler spots up a three and hits it. Austin Fowler's got 7 points. Case is up 5. It's 9-4. Baldwin Wallace jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Triana with it, left side. Now they're going to take it back to the right. Amin with it on the right baseline. Working inside, double team, shot up, missed it. Payne got the rebound, shot blocked. He got his own follow. He made it, and he was fouled. Fouls on Eric Dorr. That is his first. Kyle Payne with his first 2. He'll look for 3 at the foul line. Reed Anderson's going to take a seat.
And the freshman Tim Chung has checked into the ball game.
Tim Chung, a 6'2" freshman guard out of Los Alamitos High School in Cypress, California. If mom and dad are listening on the internet tonight, welcome to Case basketball. And your son is in the game.
And he's in for a rude awakening as the November-December winter comes in off the North Coast.
Free throw was made by Kyle Payne. He has 3, and Case is up 2, 9-7. Full court, tight pressure defense now by Baldwin Wallace, and Case breaks it. Chung down to Hildebrandt. Nice feed inside the door. Ball fake, shot off the glass, missed it. And Eric was fouled, so he'll get 2 shots from the free throw line. No, BW jumped the substitutes for Case and put on that full court press, and the Spartans did a nice job of breaking it.
Yep, and Kyle Payne back on defense after the free throw, was late getting there. And he got called for the over the back as he attempted to come in on support.
Fouls on Payne is first. Dorr will get 2 free throws. Eric on the season a year ago, just a 51% free throw shooter. As a matter of fact, he was better from the field than he was from the foul line.
And that number did get better, though, Ron, as the season went on. Early on, he shot about 42, 44% from the line. As the season wore on, he began to hit a few more from the line.
He missed the first. So if statistics hold true, he'll make the second. The second one is up, front of the rim, missed it. He missed them both. And the rebound comes out to Baldwin Wallace. Down the floor with it for the Yellow Jackets is Schmidt. Schmidt, top of the key to Branchick. Back to Schmidt. Left wing, now in the game is Scott Boyers. Put up a shot, left baseline, missed it. Chung comes down with a rebound. Timmy Chung off to Rob Scott. Scott carried the basketball. Going to call a carry on Case. It'll be a turnover for the Spartans, and the Yellow Jackets will get the basketball back.
Not quite the same start that we saw from the ladies this afternoon, Ron.
Oh, the ladies jumped out to a 25-3 lead in their game against Washington and Jefferson and held on to a 59-49 opening season victory.
A lot of activity, a lot of motion, a lot of movement here early on for Case and BW, but not a lot of points.
Schmidt with it for Baldwin Wallace. They're working right to left.
A 2-3 zone for Case.
Boyers, 3 in the air, right wing, missed it. Rebound knocked out of bounds off Baldwin Wallace. And Case will get the basketball back. That's Scott Boyers, a 6'3 junior guard. His grandfather was, or is, Rich Boyers, who was a longtime high school basketball coach at Bay Village High School back when I used to cover a lot of high school hoops. Nice feed by Chung over to Tom Summers. Summers at the top of the key. Back to Byrne. Byrne on a weave. Shot up and good from the left wing. Mike Byrne, the freshman guard, with his first 2. Cases up 4. It's 11-7. Triana with trouble out front. Gets it off to Boyers. Back to Triana. Triana between the circles working against Byrne. Schmidt now with it in front of the Case bench, and stepping up and picking up his second foul is the freshman, Mike Byrne. And they're going to bring Mike and put him on the bench again. Poor Mike, every time he gets in the game, he gets a foul, and they bring him out. Rob Scott will replace Byrne, as he did last time. Byrne's on the bench with 2 points and 2 fouls. Scott's back in the lineup with 2 points. Triana works it right side for Baldwin Wallace as they have the basketball. Branchick with it. Plenty of time to shoot, 25 seconds. They work it inside to Voyers. He dribbles right baseline, put up a shot, was fouled. He missed the shot, but he drew the foul.
It'll be on Reed Anderson. Anderson over the top. Get called for the foul.
That is his first. Voyers will be at the line. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Voyers eyes the first free throw. This one's short. He missed it. Baldwin Wallace 14-12 a year ago, 9-9 in their conference, the Ohio Athletic Conference.
Alex Hildebrand to the bench run, and Evan Sudis has checked in.
Evan Sudis from Pittsburgh Central Catholic High School, a 6'6 sophomore. Voyers makes the second free throw, his first point of the night. Case is up 3, it's 11-8. Soft press again being applied by Baldwin Wallace. It's Chung and Scott in the backcourt. Scott with it off the Chung left wing. Top of the key now to Reed Anderson. Anderson picked up his dribble. Summers has it left wing. Summers looking for some help. Hands it off to Reed Anderson. Anderson with the basketball and Branchick guarding him. To Summers looking for a give and a go. They run a weave. Chung's got it. Steps up. Throws up a 3. Rattles around. Won't go. Summers comes down with a rebound and throws it out of bounds as he was trying to grab a hold of it. And Baldwin Wallace gets the basketball back.
Good look for Chung, and Summers had good position down below. Just not able to convert.
So Matt Triana will bring the ball up for Baldwin Wallace. The Spartans holding on to a 3-point lead. 9.5 minutes gone in this opening half. Game 2 of a doubleheader today here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. The ladies won 59-49 over Washington and Jefferson in the first game. Warriors with it. 2-3 zone for Case. Left side to Branchick. Now in the corner. Coach McDonald went right into that corner like he wanted to play defense. They work it inside, soft hook, missed by Baldwin Wallace. The ball came out to Aaron Selmick, and he got it and traveled with it.
Yep. Shuffled those feet before he made contact with Anderson.
Full court press by Baldwin Wallace. Scott and Anderson in the backcourt. Chung will inbound it to Anderson. Gets it forward to Rob Scott. They break the press. Scott, 3-on-2 break. Fake to the left. Puts up a shot from 12 foot. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Ball fake. Back up. And they're going to say he traveled. Rob Scott thought he had the basket and a foul. Looking for a 3-point play. They wave it off and say he traveled with the basketball. Warriors will bring the ball down for Baldwin Wallace. He'll kick it off to Branchick, and they'll swing it out to Triana, and he'll reset that Baldwin Wallace offense. Triana with it between the circles, working right side. Dribbles in, right, kicks it out to Voyers. Ball's tipped and knocked out of bounds by Chung or Reed Anderson. Case nonetheless, and BW will keep it. They've got 15 seconds to shoot. Kevin Krakowiak will inbound it for Baldwin Wallace. Check that, it'll be Matt Triana. Krakowiak is in the game now for Baldwin Wallace, a 6'4 freshman out of Valley City.
And Coach McDonald stole about 3 or 4 minutes there for Eric Dewar and let him sit down and catch his breath.
Evan Sudis, Eric Dewar, Reed Anderson, Rob Scott, and Austin Fowler now in the game for Case. Triana with it for Baldwin Wallace. The left side. Krakowiak back to Triana, long 3 as the shot clock wound down to 1, and he made it. That one was from about 28 feet. And the game's tied at 11.
That was a prayer that was answered.
Case with it, Eric Dewar left of the lane. Working inside to Reed Anderson, foul away from the ball. Foul's going to go against BW. And the foul is on Scott Branchick, the 6'3 sophomore, his first.
That's 6 on BW. Next one will put Case in the bonus.
With 10 minutes, 8 seconds to play in the opening half, so they'll have plenty of free throw shooting, although Case has 5 team fouls as well. Austin Fowler, ball fake off the inbound, put up a shot, missed it. Voyers down with a rebound off to Triana. Here comes Baldwin Wallace looking to run. Kicks it back to Voyers, and he dribbles in, lays it up. Shot was blocked by Reed Anderson. Sudis with it. Down the floor to Austin Fowler. Spin dribble, ran into Triana, and they're going to call a charging foul. Player control foul on Austin Fowler. That will be his first, and BW will come the other way with it.
With the amount of action here, Ron, in the first 10-plus minutes, you would expect this game to be higher than an 11-11 ball game.
Both teams with 6 team fouls. Branchick inside, double teams, runs into trouble, gets it off to Voyers, and Voyers sneaks one up and in. Scott Voyers is 3. Baldwin Wallace has retaken the lead. They're up 13-11.
A 7-2 run for the Yellow Jackets.
Rob Scott left side to Austin Fowler. Top of the key now to Sudis. Right side to Reed Anderson. Inside to Fowler. Fowler turnaround shot. Missed it off the glass. Rebound for Case off Doer. Doer missed it. Gets his own rebound. Back up. Looking for a foul. Gets it. Eric Doer working hard inside. Couple of rebounds. Couple of putbacks. He'll get 2 free throws. Fouls on Eric Selmick, the 6'9 freshman post player. It's his first. Doer 0 of 2 from the foul line tonight. First free throw is up, and he misses this one as well. Cobble will check back in for Baldwin Wallace. He got 2 early fouls, their point guard, and they took him out of the game very early. He's now back in with 2 fouls and 9 minutes to play in the opening half. Second free throw by Doer is made. So Eric's on the board. He's got 1 point. Sudis will check out. Tom Summers will check back in.
Doer averaged 10 points a game last year and 5.9 rebounds.
Baldwin Wallace with a 1-point lead, 13-12, 9:15 left to play opening half. Cobble and Meter in the backcourt for Baldwin Wallace. Cobble has it right wing with Scott on him. Now it's Meter left wing. They work it inside to Aaron Selmick. Selmick on that left block, kicks it out. Scott Boyers, 3 in the air, back of the rim. Ball's tipped. Doer comes up with it. Ball's tipped again. Baldwin Wallace controls. Branchick gets it over to Meter. Meter on the right wing, and he carried the basketball. So the Yellow Jackets turn it over to the Spartans. Eight minutes, 41 seconds left to play opening half. Spartans down a point in a very active first half. Baldwin Wallace with 17 fouls. Case with 6. 8.5 minutes to go. We're going to have a lot of bonus free throws in this opening half. Austin Fowler with it, right wing for Case. Fowler still with it, better get rid of it. Gets it off to Tom Summers. Back to Fowler. Fowler between the circles. Looking inside to Doer, goes to Doer. The give and the go, but Doer keeps it. Looking for a weave, kicks it out to Reed Anderson, right wing. 4 seconds to shoot. Reed's going to have to force it. Dribbles in, forces it, shot up, rolls around, no. Doer fighting for it. Summers comes up with it. Shot up the back of the rim, won't go. Doer fighting for it, gets it, kicks it out to Fowler. Fowler 3 in the air, missed it. Doer another rebound. Rob Scott kicks it out to Reed Anderson. Oh, and Reed just ran in. They're going to call a blocking foul.
Whoa.
Boy, it looked like Zane Meter had position that time, and they're going to call him for the block. And Reed Anderson's going to go to the line. He'll shoot 2.
Case just cannot penetrate that low post, Ron. They can't get Summers or Doer set up on the low block where they're much more comfortable.
Can't buy a basket right now either. They're 27% from the field right now, 5 of 18. Anderson's first free throw, and that one is short. They are 1 of 5 from the foul line, 5 of 18 from the field. Case is as cold as the night is out right now. Reed Anderson with a second free throw, 78% free throw shooter a year ago. Trying to tie this basketball game at 13, and he does. Tim Chung will check back into the game. Reed Anderson will check out. Reed Anderson's out with 1 point and 1 foul. Tim Chung is back in, scoreless. Promise Cobble breaks the press. Cobbled on the Voyers in the left corner. Scott Voyers dribble between his legs, kicks it right side. Cobble in that right corner, dribbles in, pulls up, tried to pass it off to a teammate, and there was no teammate there. Turnover for the Yellow Jackets.
He was looking for Payne in the corner, but Payne had already cut baseline, was down near the low post. The ball was thrown out of bounds in the corner.
So Case will bring it back up. 7.5 minutes to go. Chung with it, left wing. Now to Summers, top of the key. Opening half here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Fowler with it. Left side to Chung, looking for a screen. Doesn't get it. Inside to Summers, off the glass and good. Tommy Summers with his first two. Summers averaged a double-double a year ago. One of the best players in the conference. 14 points, 10 rebounds. Promise Cobble with the basketball for Baldwin Wallace. Works it right side to Meter, back to Cobble. Cobble's so quick he almost fooled himself that time. Tom Summers picks up a blocking foul on the far baseline. That will be his second, and they will get him out of the basketball game. Evan Sudis is quickly off the bench. He's going to go in for Tom Summers. Summers is out with 2 fouls and 2 points, and Sudis is back in scoreless. Sudis, the 6'6 sophomore out of Pittsburgh Central Catholic. Started 4 games a year ago as a freshman for the Case Spartans. Voyers at the foul line. First free throw's up, and it's good. Scott Voyers has 4 points, 2 of 3 from the foul line. He'll look for another. Second free throw by Voyers is missed, and Sudis comes down with a long rebound off to Rob Scott, and here come the Spartans. Case up a point, inside 7 minutes to play. Rob Scott with it, working against Cobble. Off to Chung, ball fake, steps up, hits a 3, good. Tim Chung just dropped a 3, ball fake left, dribbled to his right, and dropped it. Tim Chung, the freshman out of Cypress, California, with his first basket as a Case Spartan. Payne with it for Baldwin Wallace with Chung on him. Payne dribbles to the right, goes off to Cobble. Back to Payne. Payne and Cobble playing catch on that right side. Meter has it along the right side. 8 seconds to shoot. They work it in. Boy, that was a travel. Turnaround shot won't go. Payne with a rebound. Shot was blocked. Went up clean. Austin Fowler is going to pick up a foul.
They're going to get Rob Scott on a hold underneath after the clean block.
So at the line shooting 2 will be Kyle Payne. Payne 1 of 1 at the line tonight. He's got 3 points. Case is up 4. Payne misses the first one. It was long, hard off the back rim. Cobble will take a seat. Back in is Matt Triana. Payne's second free throw rattles, won't go, and down with a rebound is Austin Fowler. So Payne missed them both. Inside 6 minutes to play. Chung with it between the circles. Right side to Fowler. Back to Chung. Gets a screen from Doer. Still with it. Now feeds it into Doer. Left of the lane. Doer working right side. Soft right hook. Forced it up. Missed it. Rob Scott was fighting for the rebound. It was Evan Sudis and Rob Scott. Fouls on Payne as Sudis and Scott were down there with Payne fighting for that rebound. And for Kyle Payne, that will be his second. And it will be Sudis at the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. Sudis long with the free throw, but Eric Doer with another rebound. Off to Rob Scott, spots up a 3, rattles around, won't go. And Baldwin Wallace comes up with it. Meter down to Triana. Triana dribbles all the way down, throws it up, missed it, but the foul was up and good by Chris Amin for the Yellow Jackets. 18-16, Case with a lead. This game's been tight the whole first half. 5:20 left to play. Nice feed into Doer, wide open inside. Doer working against Amin. Got position and got an easy layup. Eric Doer's got 3.
Things have cleaned up here, Ron, in the last 5 minutes or so. Teams have settled in, getting more comfortable in their offense.
Payne with it, top of the key for BW, working against Chung. Spotting up for a 3 is Brandon Schmidt. Schmidt missed it. And Sudas down with the rebound. Off to Scott. Scott quickly down the floor to Chung. Chung with Schmidt on him.
Get his hands off!
Chung looking to the left to Fowler. Austin Fowler top of the key to Sudas. Sudas inside to Rob Scott looking into Fowler. Fowler right block. Left hand turnaround shot. Missed it short. Sudas with the rebound. Back out to Fowler. Spots up. Throws up a three. Missed it long. Sudas fights for the rebound. Dorr looking for it. Ball knocked out of bounds off Eric's hand. And BW will get it back. Eric Dorr's going to take a seat. Looks like he needs it. He's tired. Alex Hildebrandt checks in for Case. Dorr's on the bench. He's got 3 points, 1 foul. Alex Hildebrandt's in. He's scoreless. Case will set up a full court press. 2 in the back court, 2 at half court, and 1 in the far key. It will be a soft press with Chung on Triana. Triana will break it. Works it right side to his teammate Grant Fairhurst out of Ashland High School. Fairhurst now in the game. Triana back to Fairhurst at the top of the key. Over to Triana right side. 4 minutes left to play opening half. Left-handed dribble, left side. Shot blocked by Sudas. And Brandon Schmidt got his shot back, and he put it back up, and he was fouled by Sudas.
They're going to call it on the body. Sudas may have gotten part of the arm as well. Either way, BW will be at the line.
So Brandon Schmidt, the 6'3" sophomore guard out of Wellington, will get 2 free throws. First one's up, and he misses it right. Schmidt's got 2 points from the field. He's 0 for 1 from the foul line. Reed Anderson checks back in for Case. Austin Fowler will take a seat. Reed Anderson, a starter, senior, averaged 15 points a year ago. Held to just 1 point so far tonight. It's a foul shot, too. No points for Anderson from the field so far. Second free throw by Schmidt. This one's good. Brandon Schmidt has 3 points. Full court press in the backcourt by Baldwin Wallace. Scott will break it down the floor to Alex Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt hands it off to Chung. 3 in the air. High arching shot, and it goes. Tim Chung's got 2 buckets, both of them threes, and he's got 6 points.
That's a 6-point lead now for Case.
Foul underneath on the shot. And the foul's going to go against Baldwin Wallace, so Case will go to the line. Foul, I believe, was called on Chris Amin. That would be his second. 10 team fouls for Baldwin Wallace, so that's the double bonus. Case will get 2. So Sudas will get 2 free throws.
A 5-point play potential for Case.
When's the last time you saw that? I don't know that I've ever seen a 5-point play without a stoppage of clock. I mean, it's not a 5-point play for one individual player because Chung hit the 3. Sudas just hit the front end of the 2 free throws that he'll get. Sudas is on the board with 1. He'll look for 2. Second one is up, and it's also good. So a 5-point play, as Ed said, for Case. Chung with the 3, Sudas with 2 free throws with no stoppage of, or no starting of clock.
Right, the foul was on the shot, just happened to be underneath away from the shooter. And due to the double bonus, Case got 2 free throws out of it.
And with that 5-point play, Case takes their largest lead of the night, an 8-point lead at 25-17. Baldwin Wallace with it. Schmidt steps in from 18 feet, top of the key, missed it, but coming in hard on a rebound and picking up a foul was Aaron Selmick. That will be his second, and they're going to come back down and shoot 2 more. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in this opening half. Every time there's a foul on BW, Case is going to get 2 free throws.
And you're going to see BW have to step back. They're not going to be able to be as aggressive, especially going to the basket on shots.
Now, mind you, Case is 1 foul away from being in the same situation. Sudas eyes the first, shoots it, and makes it.
Could be a very long 3.5 minutes of clock time.
Alex Hildebrandt checks out for Case. Eric Dorr back in for the Spartans, and Sudas makes his 4th free throw in a row. Case is up 10 at 27-17. Triana will bring it up in the backcourt along with Grant Fairhurst. Triana with it, working left side. Right in front of that Case bench. Goes over to Fairhurst, who throws up a 3 from the right wing. Missed it. Long rebound, kicked out to Chung. Chung, 1 on 4, pulls up from 15. He's going to miss this one short. And down with the rebound is Branchick for Baldwin Wallace. Quickly down the floor. BW works it inside, and laying it up and in is Aaron Selmick. Selmick has 2. Case up 8 at 27-19. 2:40 left to play. Chung with it, left wing. Top of the key to Sudis. Reed Anderson with it. Baldwin Wallace playing tight man defense right now. Chung got fouled on a
they're going to call it
shot
a 2.
off a pick. It was a 2-pointer just inside the 3-point line from the right wing.
I'd like to see Case be aggressive in the final 2 minutes.
Fouls on Fairhurst, his first. Baldwin Wallace, about a minute ago, went over the double bonus, so Case has been in a 2-shot situation ever since. This time it's Chung from the foul line. First shot is up, rattles around, gets a tour of the rim and drops. Tim Chung really gets a lot of arc on that basketball when he shoots it. A high arcing shot, not only on his foul shots, but also from the field. Second free throw is up, and this one is also good. So Tim Chung off the bench for Case, a freshman guard out of California, has got 8 points. And the Spartans are up 10 at 29-19. Chung will take a seat. Back on the floor now for Case. Rob Scott, Reed Anderson, Evan Sudis, Austin Fowler, and Eric Dorr.
Case is going to stay in that zone, Ron. That 2-3 zone.
Triana with it, working a weave out top. 3 in the air for Baldwin Wallace. It was missed by Grant Fairhurst, but the long rebound comes back out to him. Then Fairhurst lost it. Ball in the backcourt. Austin Fowler fighting for it on the ground. Gets it, kicks it off to Sudis. Great hustle by Austin Fowler. Sudis to Scott, kicks it out to Reed Anderson. And Coach McDonald implores his team to relax. Inside 2 minutes to play, opening half. Fowler with it. Very active player for Case. Off to Scott, left of the foul line. Scott inside to Sudis, gets position, and he gets the layup.
What a mismatch. Sudis matched up on Matt Triana. Triana's 5'9". Sudis goes 6'6". 9-inch advantage.
Sorry, Case has opened a 12-point lead. 1:35 left to play. Triana with it, right wing. They work it inside. Shot off the glass, missed inside by their big guy, Aaron Selmick, the 6'9" freshman. He missed it, but he was fouled. He'll get 2 free throws.
Case has been very effective in that zone on defense tonight, Ron. And we saw that in UAA play last year. They went to that zone. It forced teams to move the ball around, allowed them to still be active, and teams simply couldn't penetrate.
Selmick's first free throw is up and good. Dorr picked up the foul. That's 2 fouls on Eric Dorr.
Summers also has 2 for Case.
Dorr's going to take a seat. Evan Sudis is back in. And at the line with his second free throw is Aaron Selmick, the freshman out of Delaware. Missed the second one.
That's
Baldwin Wallace got the rebound.
And Anderson's going to get called for the chop.
And there will be another trip to the foul line. Scott Branchick will go to the foul line. And as Ed pointed out, Reed Anderson will pick up his second foul. Branchick out of Menor. First free throw is up, and it's good. Branchick on the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Alex Hildebrandt will take a seat. So on the floor for Case right now, it's Chung, it's Fowler, it's Hildebrandt, it's Sudis, and it's Scott. And the second free throw is up and also good for Scott Branchick. 1:26 left to play, opening half. Case up 9 at 31-22. Rob Scott in the backcourt with Triana on him, looking for some help. Scott at midcourt off to Fowler, to Sudis, right baseline, kicks it out. Chung spots a 3, left wing, short. Hildebrandt with the rebound, back up, it's short. Chung fights for the rebound, kicks it off to Sudis, back to Chung, in front of the BW bench, 3 in the air, and it's good.
Just firing away is Tim Chung.
Tim Chung's got 9 points from the field, 2 from the foul line, 11 on the night. And all the shots from the field are 3-pointers. The freshman making a name for himself on opening night here tonight at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Triana with it. Outside weave with Branchick. Swing it left side to Meter. Back to Branch at top of the key. Voyers, left wing in front of the Case bench. 15 to shoot. Kicks it out. Triana. Meter, 3 in the air, good. Zane Meter with his first basket. It's a 3. And Case is up 9, 34-25. 25 seconds to play.
And play for that final shot. They'll set something up here for Coach McDonald.
Chung with it, left wing to Sudas, top of the key. Swings it right side to Rob Scott. 15 seconds to shoot. Austin Fowler working that right block. Fowler, shot up, blocked, gets his own rebound, back up, blocked from behind. And picking up a foul is Aaron Selmick. That will be the third foul by Selmick. And that will send Austin Fowler to the foul line where he'll shoot 2.
Ron, this was a 13-13 game with 7:52 to play in the half.
Fowler at the line, first free throw's up, and it's good. Austin Fowler, a 6'6" sophomore from Brother Rice High School in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
Just outside of Detroit. Quality basketball program there,
Played
brother.
some good high school basketball at Brother Rice. Fowler's second free throw is up, and this one is also good. He's got 9 points in the opening half, the sophomore. Here comes Triana quickly down the floor for BW. Spin dribble, kicks it inside, ball's loose. Voyers gets his shot blocked by Sudas. Ball's knocked out of bounds off of Baldwin Wallace. Case will get it back with less than a second to play.
There's still enough time for a catch and shoot officially.
0.4 of a second on the clock. Hildebrandt will inbound it. Fowler will keep it. And both clubs will walk to their respective locker rooms at halftime. And Case will be up 11, 36-25